The number of children and adults on the autism has been on the rise and has exponentially risen over the last few years. Currently, the statistics is 1 in 59, and this number is rapidly increasing. As far as what that means, um, these are the children and adults that have challenges in social interaction. They have challenges in managing stereotypical behaviors, and they have also other restricted interests and repetitive interests that they may be showing. Now, what this does, that it shows up in different ways. Today, we're going to talk about how it impacts their daily living and how it impacts their academic functioning. One of the things to also keep in mind is that statistics are again all over the place. But of this number, 1 in 59, there have been statistics showing that about a third of these individuals, and the numbers are going as high as about 80% of these individuals, have some form of intellectual disability as well. What that means is, in addition to the challenges that autism itself presents, there are additional learning difficulties and there may be additional cognitive understanding difficulties. Common co-occurrences, some other things that complicate issues are if, in addition to autism, there are tics, seizures, attention deficit, or even executive functioning challenges. Seizures and tics are things that require medical attention. Attention deficit is something that, sometimes there is a added attention issue in the sense that it becomes hard to figure if this particular challenge is only because of autism. So if the child is unable to focus and attend to an academic task, is it because it's language related, or are there additional attention challenges by itself? And so the child is more active, is looking to seek movement, is looking to seek more physical activities and more physical involvement. Executive functioning, these are all of us need to use this day in and day out, and we need to use this for tasks such as planning, organizing. Part of this is the working memory, it's the self-monitoring that we all do, it's the ability to plan, prioritize, filter, and problem solve. Again, really important in your academic functioning, but we'll see how it also impacts your daily living skills. So let's jump right into daily living skills. I don't think I need to stress the importance of these to anybody present. Self-care skills, which are basic skills like feeding, toileting, brushing, resting. These are all our daily living skills, of course, and then there are other skills like personal safety and hygiene. Leisure skills are also part of daily skills. Community participation as the child grows older, which includes money management, which includes going out in the community, being able to navigate their environment, being able to navigate their space, being able to travel and come back home. Again, as they grow a little older, managing and making a productive living is also part of their functional skills, and advocacy for themselves, what they need, in what quantity, how do they need it, whom can they ask for it. These are all skills that form daily living skills. For the purposes of today, we're just going to talk about self-care skills to a large extent, and to a small extent, we'll also talk about personal safety and leisure. Again, as far as organizing for academics and daily skills, you want to teach them, and again, this comes as part of executive functioning, which is helpful for math learning, for English learning, for reading, and also for daily skills. You want to teach them that each task has a beginning, middle, and end. How do you plan for a task? If you need to do your homework assignment, you need to get your book out of the bag. You need to get the pencil box out of the bag. You need to find your spot and you need to stay on your spot and start doing your worksheet from the beginning, from the first page to the second, if there are 2 pages, or if there's one, then from the top to the bottom. Go in an organized sequence manner. Once it's finished, it needs to go back in the book or go back in the finished folder and go back to school so you can hand it in. Now, these are many steps of the task, but it's important for the child to learn them, especially for the children that have executive functioning challenges, so that they can then be successful in the classroom. Again, children that have challenges with executive functioning or planning or prioritizing, or even difficulties with working memory. Another thing that works really well is chunking the task into smaller steps, which essentially means, if it's a homework assignment, then breaking down the task so that you are teaching one thing at a time, or the teacher in school is teaching one thing at a time. When the child is coming home, you're chunking it down. So today we're doing 2 of those problems. Tomorrow we do the next 2. Day after we do the last 2. And again, when teaching, similar chunking, if it's a larger concept, teaching a part of the concept at a time and then the next part really helps in understanding the information and really helps in processing that information and really helps in retaining the learning. Similar to what we've talked about in our daily living skills, what really helps is providing a structure with the use of timers. Again, time management and the understanding of time, meaning I need to begin now, I have 5 minutes to do this, and so I need to do A, B, and C before the time runs out, is a concept that is missing in a lot of kids on the spectrum. We automatically assume sometimes for the kids that are higher functioning is that if they are so intelligent, we don't need to pay attention to them because they are capable of doing all of this. But a lot of times, children that are that intelligent may still not have the organizing capacities to plan a task within the time. So you want to teach them the use of timers. You want to teach them the concept of time. How long is a minute? How long is 5 minutes? And again, this is something, because it's not happening naturally, you may really have to spend time teaching how to understand it.